Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, that followeth, that followeth, that followeth. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, and death, and mourning, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, by strong, saith Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, 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 Yahushua.
LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, James Harden, and a whole lot more. Even I think Dwight Howard I saw wearing skirts. Folks, before I get into it, don't forget to give me the like the video, okay? Share the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the machine. LeBron James surfacing online wearing a pink skirt and also a pink tight fitted t-shirt. You know, LeBron James wearing a pink skirt and also a tight pink fitted top has been surfaced online. But folks, this had surfaced first on Reddit. People are saying it's not original, it's Photoshop. I don't know. What say you, folks? People are saying it's not original, it's Photoshop. I don't know. What say you, folks? People are saying it's not original, it's Photoshop. I don't know. What say you, folks? People are saying it's not original, it's Photoshop. I don't know. What say you, folks?
I'm Alexander. I'm 6'8" and weigh 240 pounds. I like roasted whole turkeys.
Ooh, baby, do you know that's what? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven our place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Recha HaKodash, and double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of Great Millstone. Honor as well to you brethren, you fellow believers of this truth, and shalom to the elect. So anyway, I want to go on a short video. This viral image that's been going around of LeBron James in the pink dress, and the pink shirt and whatever else. And this is what they do to Jake. You know, the walk of shame, the humiliation, you know, letting you know, see what these elites and the men that do that to them, it's bigger than the action. I guess it's a lot I can't say in the video. It's bigger than what goes on and them being broken to do this. You know, it's more about them getting your soul, your spirit, breaking you and the nation of the children of Israel. So if anybody says that this is we're not the children of Israel, we're the greatest people on the planet, the greatest athletes, the greatest singers, the greatest workers of even in iniquity we do wickedness on high levels. There's a people who are over us in wickedness that use us to perform, you know, their wickedness, because the greatest wickedness is the control of the mind. You know, having you do things to corrupt everyone else. Now you got a lot of LeBron James fans, especially younger men, who will see this and they will look up to this and they'll start wanting to wear this. You know, this is why we say this man is who he is. Let's get a scripture. Well, Matthew 16:26. You know, Matthew 16:26 says, For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Now we can also see that this happened in the ancient times and in Rome. Now here's another crazy point. They talked about Kyrie and what he was promoting. It was dangerous to their community. Well, what you see here is dangerous to our so-called community. Now we understand that the Lord is going to give them up for vile affections. Well, let me get that real quick. Romans 1:26. I'm just going raw on this. I just saw it, and sure brothers may have did videos on it. Romans 1:26. For this cause Yahweh, it says God, gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which was against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one toward another. Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving into themselves that recompense of their error which was meet. Right? So all these things that you see is all biblical. It's in the Bible. It shows, the scripture shows there's no new thing under the sun. This is what it is. And this, I just noticed, I used to always see this guy, Nick Wright, argue about LeBron James being the GOAT, and they got the GOAT. Nobody should have that. At least we would never say that terminology. And they made an acronym, greatest of all times, but we know what the GOAT on the left-hand side is. Right? So yeah, he's the GOAT, all right. And they put him up to be it. But I used to see Nick Wright and arguing with all the other commentators that LeBron James is the greatest of all time, because everybody in that generation think that the greatest is the greatest. But I always thought it was overrated, overhyped. That's my opinion. But I was wondering why. Right? It's marketing, it's money. Right? And there's something seems to be, the way this man would go crazy over LeBron seemed to be a little more than just him defending the status of this man being great in basketball. I always wondered, or maybe I wouldn't say really wondered, but I kind of knew through the spirit, I felt that something was up in that category. I guess that's the best way I could say it. These parties, these gatherings, a lot I can't say, but that's what it is. 1 Timothy 6:10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, that they have erred from the faith. These is really talking about Israelites, the ones who know they're Israelites in the truth and sold out for money. But we also put it out there, if you have a talent, let's say you are of reputation and you support the truth, you're not in, going out and teaching, but you're supporting the truth. These are the things you have to consider and watch out for, because you'll be carried away. All they got to do is tap you on the shoulder. It's all like frats, brotherhood. This is why you'll see at the Golden Globes Awards, or whatever you want to call it, and you'll have Tom Cruise say, "Hey, my brother LeBron." Why are they brothers? It's deeper than what you think it is, man. That's pretty much it. I didn't want to make a long video over it, but this also show. Oh, well, you know what? Let me get another scripture real quick. I gotta sum this up in the form of prophecy as well, which is all prophetic. If a lot of you who don't know what's going on, well, here it is. It's all biblical. It's all biblical. It's in the scriptures, because everything, Ecclesiastes 1:9, everything happened to, that's Romans 15:4, but Ecclesiastes 1:9 says there's no new thing under the sun. Okay, this is Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. So just as this place rose and got power off of the backs of the Israelites that's brought here to slavery, right? And even some of you other, so-called immigrants that were Israelites that looked like other nations, but you were still Israelites. At the end of the day, that's what this man has managed to do, is use us. You'll put us against one another, even blacks against so-called blacks. You put us against one another, so-called blacks against natives and Native Americans and whatever else. That keeps the power rolling. Okay? That's what the sport is all about. That's what they did to Samson. They made a sport out of him, man. That's where it comes from. While they sit back and don't lift a finger and make, money off of you. It says, verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. All the world is seeing that. I seen Shaq. He was in a dress. David Chappelle said he wasn't doing it. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So all these things must happen, because Babylon is going down. This modern day Babylon is going down. It's going to be destroyed, man. And all these things got to happen. The Lord gave them up. And this is nothing new. These were the rituals going on in the ancient times, man. That's why he said, do not prostitute thy daughter to the heathens, or the sons or thy daughters, because this is what happens. Everybody think this is all new. There's no new thing under the sun. There's been selling out going on. There's been parents giving up their children for the sake of selling out. They did it in the ancient times. They would give their sons and their little daughters, and I'm sure they would hold little events for talent, and that's what they do. They make sport out of us. This is the same thing. The mother is all happy that her son signed the contract. It was also told that the mothers was giving, doing that with R. Kelly. Again, I ain't going to say much on that, but that's what it is. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, just quoting. If not, where, then who is he? That's all I have on that. Shalom.